Welcome, everybody, to a deep dive into Salesforce contract work in the UK. We're going to be using insights from Darren Ferneyhough, a true veteran in the field since 2008.
It's pronounced Ferneyhough, by the way.
Oh, thanks for that. Already learning something new, see?
You got it.
Now, as you probably know, the UK is a real powerhouse in the global Salesforce market,
Hmm.
and we're seeing a definite shift toward contract-based work in this sector. So today we'll uncover not just how this market evolved, but what it means for you and your career in this space.
Yeah, that historical perspective, it's always helpful, to understand the present. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay, let's rewind back to the early 2010s. Back then, Salesforce was known primarily as a CRM platform, and large UK companies were starting to really embrace it, but they needed experts to help them implement it and customize Salesforce for their specific needs. So this created a surge in demand for Salesforce contractors
Absolutely.
who were really instrumental in shaping the early adoption of the platform.
Yeah, it's really fascinating how a specific need can create a whole new career path. And um, as Salesforce itself evolved, so did the opportunities for contractors.
Right. So as we move into the mid-2010s, Salesforce expands beyond CRM with the introduction of various clouds like Tableau. So this wasn't just a technical expansion. It completely changed the nature of Salesforce projects.
Instead of just managing customer relationships, companies now needed to connect marketing, service, sales, and even external data sources. So this complexity demanded a whole new level of specialization from Salesforce professionals.
So we're seeing a demand for not just any Salesforce expert, but for those who can handle integrations, marketing automation, data analytics. The list goes on.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And this specialization, it dovetailed perfectly with the rise of the gig economy. Companies were becoming more agile, embracing project-based work, and they needed talent that could adapt to this new way of working. Salesforce contractors with their specialized skill sets and um, project-based experience. They were a perfect fit. It's interesting how multiple trends kind of converge at the same time to create this booming market for Salesforce contractors. But I'm also curious how this impacted the average Salesforce professional looking to enter this field. Did they feel overwhelmed by the need to suddenly specialize? Well, the launch of Trailhead in 2014, that was a game changer, really. It democratized Salesforce learning, allowing individuals to upskill themselves and specialize in specific areas, at their own pace. And this fueled the growth of the Salesforce talent pool, making it easier for people to enter the contracting world with the right skill.
Trailhead was indeed a brilliant move by Salesforce. It not only created a skilled workforce, but also fostered a sense of community and continuous learning, within the ecosystem. But as with any rapidly growing market, there were bound to be challenges ahead.
As we approach the late 2010s, the landscape starts to shift again, this time due to political and economic factors.
Ah, yes, Brexit, a period of uncertainty for many businesses, which usually translates to an even greater reliance on contractors, right?
That's right. But then on the flip side, we have the looming IR35 tax reforms. These reforms were aimed at preventing disguised employment. Essentially, if a contractor was working like an employee,
Yeah.
but being paid through their own limited company to avoid certain taxes, they would now be subject to stricter regulations.
So we got this interesting push and pull, growing demand for Salesforce expertise fueled by uncertainty, but also this new complexity around how contractors are classified and paid. I imagine this created a lot of confusion and anxiety for both businesses and contractors alike.
It certainly did. Navigating IR35 became a major concern, with both parties having to carefully evaluate their working arrangements and contracts. And just as everyone was figuring that out, we were hit with another major disruption, the global pandemic.
Right. This brings us to the present day, a landscape shaped by the pandemic, the after effects of Brexit, and the full implementation of IR35. It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, let's start with the pandemic
Mm.
and the rise of remote work. Suddenly, geographic boundaries became less relevant.
Yeah.
UK-based Salesforce contractors were no longer just competing with, local peers. They were now part of a global talent pool.
That's a significant shift. Instead of vying for projects in London or Manchester, you're now potentially up against someone in Bangalore or Sydney.
Exactly. This, intensified the competition, but it also opened doors to new and exciting opportunities. UK-based professionals could now uh, collaborate with international clients,
Yeah.
getting exposure to diverse projects and expanding their, professional network.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Increased competition, but also a broader horizon of possibilities.
Precisely. And while this was happening, Brexit added another layer of complexity to the mix. Hiring non-UK contractors became more difficult due to new immigration and visa policies. This further emphasized the need for UK-based talent to step up and fill the gap.
It seems like the UK Salesforce market was becoming even more insular due to these political and regulatory changes.
In some ways, yes.
Yeah.
But the demand for skilled professionals,
Yeah.
it remains strong, especially with the continued growth of cloud computing
Mhm.
and digital transformation initiatives.
Right. And then there's IR35,
Right.
which finally came into effect in 2021. How did this impact how companies engage with Salesforce contractors?
Well, many companies shifted to paywayee models, where contractors are essentially treated as employees for tax purposes. Others started using umbrella companies to manage the administrative burden and, tax implications of working with contractors. It wasn't a seamless transition.
Yeah.
And many contractors had to adjust their working arrangements and payment structures.
Sounds like a period of significant adaptation for everyone involved. So with all these hurdles, Brexit, IR35, global competition, you'd think the demand for Salesforce contractors might have waned.
You'd think so, but it's quite the opposite. Demand for skilled professionals remains incredibly high, especially in sectors like finance, retail, and healthcare that are heavily investing in,
Digital transformation.
So despite the challenges, there's a sense of resilience in this market. It speaks to the central role
Yeah.
that Salesforce plays in, modern businesses. Absolutely. And it's not just about keeping existing systems running. Companies are looking for cutting-edge solutions that leverage AI, data analytics, and personalized customer experiences. This is where the real opportunities lie for Salesforce professionals who can go beyond the basics.
So it's not just about knowing Salesforce. It's about understanding how to make it sing and dance to truly unlock its potential for,
For businesses.
exactly. And that brings us to the future of Salesforce contract work, which is where things get really, interesting. But before we delve into that, I think it's important to acknowledge the incredible journey, we've just witnessed from the early days of CRM implementation to the complex, interconnected world of Salesforce. We see today, I completely agree. It's a testament to the adaptability and resilience of both the platform and the professionals who work with it. But now let's put on our futurist hats, shall we, and explore what lies ahead. What are the tech trends, the workforce shifts, and the golden nuggets of wisdom from Darren that can help us navigate this evolving landscape?
That's precisely what we'll uncover next. Get ready for a glimpse into the future of Salesforce contracting in the UK.
Yeah.
All right, so let's explore what the future holds for Salesforce contract work in the UK. Darren highlights some key technological trends that'll shape the opportunities in this field. He sees a significant rise in the demand for professional skills in AI, specifically with the integration of Einstein GPT.
Einstein GPT. That sounds pretty high tech. Can you break that down for me? And more importantly, for our listener who might be wondering how this impacts their career.
Sure. Einstein GPT is basically bringing the power of generative AI right into Salesforce. Imagine this, a Salesforce chatbot that can not only answer customer questions accurately, but also draft personalized emails, suggest products, and even generate code. Companies are going to need professionals who can not only implement these AI-powered solutions, but also train them, fine-tune them, and ensure they integrate seamlessly with existing processes.
So it's not just about knowing Salesforce configurations anymore. It's about understanding AI, its potential, and how to harness it within the Salesforce ecosystem.
Exactly, and this brings up a very interesting point: the need for continuous learning and upskilling. Darren emphasizes this repeatedly in his document.
That makes sense. With technology evolving at such a rapid pace, staying stagnant is not an option, really. What specific skills does Darren recommend focusing on?
He specifically mentions certifications in AI, MuleSoft, and Tableau. MuleSoft, for those who are unfamiliar, is a platform for connecting different applications and data sources, making it a crucial skill for integration projects. Tableau, on the other hand, is all about data visualization and analysis, which is becoming increasingly important as companies gather more and more data.
So the takeaway here is to diversify, right? Become more than just a Salesforce expert, but a well-rounded professional who can handle integrations, data analysis, and even AI implementation.
Precisely. It's about becoming that versatile problem solver who can adapt to different project needs.
And speaking of adaptation, we can't ignore the rise of industry-specific clouds. Darren mentions Health Cloud and Financial Services Cloud, but I imagine this trend will only continue, right?
Absolutely. Salesforce is recognizing the need for tailored solutions
Yeah.
that cater to the specific regulations and requirements of different industries. This creates a fantastic opportunity for contractors to, niche down and become experts in a particular field.
So let's say our listener is passionate about healthcare. They could combine their Salesforce knowledge with their understanding of the healthcare industry and become a highly sought-after Health Cloud specialist.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation. You get to work on projects you're passionate about, and you become a valuable asset with specialized knowledge.
It's all about finding that sweet spot where your skills and interests intersect with the demands of the market.
Well said. And this brings up another trend Darren discusses, the rise of low-code, no-code development platforms. Tools like Salesforce Flow are making it easier to build and deploy solutions without writing extensive code.
I've heard about this. Does this mean coding is becoming obsolete for Salesforce professionals?
Not necessarily. While low-code code platforms are becoming increasingly powerful, there will always be a need for experienced developers who can handle complex customizations and integrations. However, these new tools are opening doors for a new breed of Salesforce professionals.
Those who can think visually, understand logic, and build solutions quickly and efficiently.
Yeah.
Even without deep coding knowledge.
Yes, it's about problem solving, not just about syntax.
Yeah.
And this ties into the larger trend of democratizing technology, making it accessible to a wider range of individuals, even those without traditional tech backgrounds.
So if someone is intimidated by the prospect of learning to code, they shouldn't necessarily rule out a career in Salesforce. There are other pathways to becoming a valuable contributor.
Absolutely. There are countless ways to contribate to the Salesforce ecosystem. Yeah. But as we've,
as we've discussed,
the landscape is constantly changing. It's not just about the technology. It's also about the, the workforce itself.
What are some of the key trends shaping the Salesforce workforce, according to according to Darren?
Well, he highlights a few interesting points. First, the hybrid work model is here to stay. Companies and contractors alike have embraced the flexibility of remote work, and this requires a different set of skills.
It's not just about having a good internet connection anymore, is it? It's about mastering communication, collaboration, project management in a virtual environment.
Exactly, and it's about being self-motivated, disciplined, and able to manage your time effectively when you're not in a traditional office setting. So
soft skills are becoming just as crucial as technical expertise.
Absolutely. Another key trend is the need for continuous upskilling. This isn't just a recommendation; it's a necessity, as we discussed earlier. The Salesforce ecosystem is constantly evolving, and professionals who aren't actively learning and expanding their skill sets risk falling behind.
It's a commitment to lifelong learning, really, and it's not just about staying relevant. It's about opening yourself up to new opportunities and challenges.
Precisely. And speaking of challenges, Darren also addresses the economic uncertainties that businesses are facing: inflation, potential recessions. Yeah. These factors can impact hiring decisions and make companies more cautious about taking on a permanent staff.
So could this actually lead to an increased reliance on contractors? Companies might prefer the flexibility of hiring for specific projects rather than making long-term commitments.
That's a very astute observation. It's certainly a possibility. In times of uncertainty, businesses often turn to contractors as a way to, manage costs, scale their workforce up or down quickly, and access specialized skills for short-term projects.
Even in the face of economic headwinds, there's a potential silver lining for Salesforce contractors.
Indeed. However, we can't ignore the impact of globalization. Darren acknowledges the increasing influence of, global talent pools, which can intensify competition for UK-based contractors.
It's a valid concern, but doesn't this also create opportunities for collaboration and
knowledge sharing? It certainly does. Engaging with a global network of Salesforce professionals can be incredibly enriching. It allows you to learn from different perspectives, share best practices, and potentially even collaborate on international projects.
So while competition might be increasing, so are the opportunities for learning and growth. It's about embracing the global nature
of the Salesforce community.
Exactly. But Darren also highlights some advantages that UK-based contractors have, in this global marketplace.
Well, they possess a deep understanding of local regulations, particularly around data privacy and compliance, which is a major concern for many businesses. They're also closer to UK-based clients, which can be beneficial for building relationships and understanding specific business needs. And let's not forget the cultural nuances of doing business in the UK.
Yeah,
this can be subtle, but significant factors in successful project delivery.
So even in the face of global competition, UK-based Salesforce professionals have unique assets they can leverage to their advantage. It's about recognizing those strengths and showcasing them to potential clients.
Well put. It's all about positioning yourself strategically in the in the marketplace.
So we've covered the tech trends, the workforce shifts, the challenges, and the
and opportunities. It's a lot to process. But what's the the bottom line? What advice does Darren offer to help Salesforce professionals navigate this complex landscape? Well, he emphasizes the importance of staying informed and adaptable. Keep an eye on industry trends, emerging technologies, and economic developments. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make strategic career decisions.
Knowledge is power, as they say.
Indeed. He also reiterates the importance of certifications, particularly in those high-demand areas. We discussed earlier, AI, MuleSoft, Tableau. These certifications demonstrate your expertise and commitment to continuous learning, which can give you a competitive edge in the job market.
So invest in your professional development, both in terms of time and resources. It's an investment that will pay dividends in the long run.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the power of networking. Attend industry events, join online communities, connect with people on LinkedIn. It's all about building relationships and staying connected to the pulse of the industry.
It's about tapping into that collective wisdom, sharing experiences, and learning from those who have walked the path before you.
Exactly. And when it comes to IR35, Darren's advice is clear. Seek professional advice to ensure compliance and optimize your contracting arrangements. It's worth investing in expert guidance to avoid potential pitfalls and make informed decisions about your business structure and tax obligations.
It's about being proactive and taking control of your career rather than reacting to external forces.
Precisely. Darren's overarching message is one of empowerment and optimism. The future of Salesforce contract work in the UK is bright, but it requires individuals to be proactive, adaptable, and continuously learning.
It's a call to action for anyone who wants to thrive in this exciting and evolving industry.
Absolutely. It's not about waiting for opportunities to come to you. It's about creating them.
Now, before we wrap up this section, I want to leave our listener with a thought-provoking question based on what we've discussed. We've talked extensively about AI and its growing influence in the Salesforce ecosystem. But here's the question. As AI becomes more sophisticated, what role will human expertise play in the future of Salesforce? Will it be a collaboration, a competition, or something entirely?
That's a fantastic question, and one that doesn't have a simple answer. It challenges us to think critically about the relationship between humans and technology and how that relationship will evolve within the specific
context of, and it's a conversation that goes beyond the technical aspects of Salesforce and touches on the very nature of work itself. But we'll leave that question for our listener to ponder. Now, let's take a moment to recap everything we've learned about the future of Salesforce, contracting in the UK, and then we'll wrap up this deep dive with some final thoughts and key takeaways. Okay, so we've reached the final part of our deep dive into Salesforce contract work in the UK. We've examined its evolution, explored all the forces shaping its future, and gleaned some really valuable insights from Darren Ferneyhough's experience.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, hasn't it? Yeah. We've uncovered a lot about the dynamics of this market, the challenges, and the exciting opportunities that lie ahead.
Absolutely, and I hope our listener is feeling informed and maybe even inspired by what they've learned today. Because despite the complexities of Brexit, IR35, and that ever-increasing global competition, there's a real sense of energy and potential in this field.
It's a market driven by continuous innovation and a growing demand for skilled professionals who can help businesses navigate the complexities of digital transformation.
And it's not just about technical prowess anymore. It's about being adaptable, a lifelong learner, and a strategic thinker who can really understand and solve business challenges using the power of Salesforce.
It's about being that versatile problem solver, one who can bridge the gap between technology and business needs.
And remember, you don't have to navigate this journey alone. The Salesforce community is incredibly supportive and collaborative. So connect with other professionals, attend events, join online forums. There's a wealth of knowledge and experience out there just waiting to be shared.
Yeah, it's one of the most rewarding aspects of this field, when you say the sense of community, the willingness to help each other grow and succeed.
Absolutely. And it's not just about building a career. It's about being part of something bigger, something that's transforming the way businesses operate and interact with their customers.
It's about making a tangible impact on the world, using Salesforce as the tool to drive positive change.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's distill some key takeaways for our listener. First and foremost, the demand for skilled Salesforce professionals in the UK remains strong and is projected to grow.
This is an exciting field with plenty of opportunities for those who are willing to embrace the challenges and adapt to the evolving landscape.
Don't be intimidated by the or the rapid pace of change. Embrace the learning process. Stay curious and continuously seek ways to expand your skill set.
Invest in your professional development. Pursue certifications and network with other professionals. These are not just boxes to to tick, but essential steps in building a successful and fulfilling career in Salesforce.
Now, remember, while technical expertise is, crucial, don't underestimate the importance of soft skills, communication, collaboration, problem solving, and adaptability. These are the qualities that'll set you apart in a, competitive job market. Finally, stay informed about, industry trends, emerging technologies, and the regulatory landscape. Knowledge is power. And in the world of Salesforce, knowledge is the key to unlocking your full potential.
So what's the one piece of advice you would give to our listener based on everything we've learned from Darren today?
Be proactive. Don't wait for opportunities to come knocking. Create your own. Explore different areas within the Salesforce ecosystem. Identify your passions and build a career that aligns with your interests and aspirations.
And never stop learning. The world of Salesforce is constantly evolving, and the only way to stay ahead of the curve is to embrace continuous learning as an integral part of your professional journey.
Beautifully said. Now, before we sign off, let's revisit that thought-provoking question we posed earlier. As AI becomes more sophisticated and integrated into Salesforce, what role will human expertise play? Will we be collaborators, competitors, or something else entirely?
I encourage our listener
Yeah.
to ponder this question deeply. It's a question that has no easy answers, but it's one that we must grapple with as we navigate this increasingly complex relationship between humans and technology.
It's a question that goes beyond, Salesforce and touches on the very fabric of our future. But for now, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Salesforce contract work in the .uk. We hope you found it informative, insightful, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with Salesforce.